So we're sticking with the sport of kings on this Thursday edition of the SportsMax Zone. You've just watched At the Track, which featured a comprehensive report on the cash-rich Mouttet Mile at Caymanas Park on Saturday, which produced an upset win by 17-1 bet Fun Can Done. And the man in the saddle is with us in studio to discuss the winning ride and his career. Welcome for the first time ever on the SportsMax Zone, Robert Hardball Halledeen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Boss, first of all, Hardball, where did that nickname come from?
It all came from the fans, you know. The fans are the one who 90% of the time give us our name, you know.
Yes.
This song came about, the Massacre song, and at that time, I was winning some races, some very close finishes and some high school finishes, and they would come in the morning and say, boy, you're the hardest ball, or you're the hard ball, the iron ball, the golf ball, but not a booming ball. No.
Roberto Carlos Hardball Massacre.
So the fans give the name, and
which I guess suits you because you're a football fan as well, which I guess we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Quickly though, Robert, at the end of the race, you were at a loss for words. You couldn't explain the feeling that you were experiencing, although you did say it was a wonderful feeling. Days on, are you better able to explain how you now feel about your Mouttet Mile win? $250,000 total purse.
It's a lot of feelings, you know. But I can just imagine a runner for Jamaica winning a 100-meter sprint against different countries. You just feel like you defend the country.
Yes.
That's the feeling, plus a whole lot of different.
When you say defend the country, I think for the viewer who may not catch on to exactly what you're saying, the two Rowan Crichton horses and the shippers who had just come to the Mouttet Mile for the big race itself were fancied. Fun Can Done, your horse, was based in Jamaica. Not only that you were a local rider, but you had foreign riders to face. So beating them, that's what it means to you, that you defended the country.
Yes, because both of those horses are American. They just came in. Both riders were American until DNS got a chance, right? So had they won the race, it would have been America 1-2, and you know, we have to let them know. Jamaica asked, man, we're here too, you know.
Yeah, Jamaica meeting day.
There are quite a few questions that Ramrock want to ask you, which he'll get to in a moment. But quickly, before we talk about the race itself, Fun Can Done had won like 7 races before the Mouttet Mile. You rode only one of those. You rode the horse in the race for the first time in October, which was just about a month before. Shamari Muir, Joshua Barrett and Tevin Foster had won aboard Fun Can Done before. How did you link up with this ride? First of all, for the Gold Cup, which set you up for the Mouttet Mile ride.
Well, first I have to congratulate and thank Mr. Carlton Watson,
champion owner.
The champion owner, for buying these type of horses that can compete, that can be there in the thick of things. So he's done a wonderful job bringing in horses, breeding up horses, buying horses. And it must be a wonderful feeling for him too. And as I say, Mr. Watson, first we have to thank him and because he gave us a chance. And Jason DaCosta, the champion trainer. And the amazing work he has done with this horse.
Yeah.
You know, Jason loved the horses, and it was coming down to the Gold Cup when I asked him, I went to him myself and I said, trainer, the Gold Cup is coming, are you going to need me? And he just shake his head like this, and then he looked at me and said, Fun Can Done. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get on him now and get to know him. And the thing is, with these horses, whether they are a low-class horse or a high-class horse, when I get on them, I try to improve them. Try to find some way to improve them, to let them go faster. And try to understand how to let them go slower. Because a day before a race is where you want them to go slow. Certain mornings you want to slow them down too. Yeah.
Save the energy for the peak moment.
Yeah, so the band, I try to understand him. He must show me his behavior. Me try to understand him. Because he's a very calm colt, but he can be vicious if he wants to. So he has attitude. When he comes out in the morning and jogs off, he jogs to the 2 furlong.
Oh.
But he's so lazy going up to the 2 furlong.
He didn't look lazy at all.
And when he come back to the winning post, he's so lazy. I have to be like kicking him. When he gallops after for the round mile in the morning times, he's so easy. When he goes on the backstretch, he just transforms like a Super Saiyan.
Yes.
He just switches lead and he just goes off. And there I get to understand what I say. We have a band there and the Gold Cup came and we won. And the rest is history.
Yeah. You had ridden Banadura, Is That a Fact, and Wall Street Trader, 3 of the horses in the Gold Cup in the Mouttet Mile. You had already won on all of those horses before, but you were confident going in that Fun Can Done was a better ride than these 3.
Definitely. Definitely, because I ruled out the Jamaica Cup race based on conditions that day. It was a very muddy track, and he was freezing up when he was going in the pool of water. And remember, as you freeze, whosoever in front goes.
Yes. So they got away from you.
Yes.
And you were 3rd in the Jamaica Cup.
Yeah, so I ruled out that race, and based on the Gold Cup, he has a shot.
Yes.
Gold Cup run, so I know I had a shot, definitely.
Yeah. Let's look at the race quickly. There was a point leaving the half mile, Robert, that Legacy Isle, the race favorite, cruised into the lead with Emisael Jaramillo, who is a 13-time Venezuela champion jockey and now based in Gulfstream in Florida, doing really, really well. To be honest with you, as an onlooker, leaving the 3, and when we saw Legacy Isle cruise to the front, that horse at that point looked a winner. You were at that point about 4th. Did you sense at that point that you had to go for Legacy Isle because you couldn't allow that horse to get away from you?
Yeah, so leaving the trainer after the 3 furlong, this is where we're fighting for space now because Commandant has made his move from about 4 furlong and I'm inside watching him. So I'm not really watching Legacy as yet because I have to get that first run on Commandante. Because I want to turn in just close enough to the rails because that's the shortest road. So I have to fight off Commandante first, get a good position in the lane, and then I size up Legacy Isles.
Yeah, well, Legacy Isle is
but
here.
But he wasn't far enough that I had to take up the sticks 3 furlong and get crazy. Like I felt like he was in range.
Yeah. At this point, Jaramillo drifts across into your path to sort of probably intimidate your horse to some extent. What was your reaction to that as you come up on the outside here?
Well, in a situation like this, I think experience helped me a lot in that situation because I know these riders ride. They ride with a loose reins, you don't feel like they don't have any control. I know they ride. Yes. They can hit the horse and the horse goes straight. They can hit him on whatever side they hit him and he goes to the opposite side. So I didn't want to pass him close because if he bumps me, I might lose momentum and momentum last there, you might lose the race.
And because you only won by a neck.
Yeah, so the last furlong of the race, it was just, he was responding to the left-hand stick. First when I hit him with the right, he was just there. I didn't feel like he gave me enough. When I put the stick in the left and asked him to run, he was just responding. When I saw him step out on me, he actually stepped into my lane.
Yes, I saw that, yeah.
And then the camera went up in the sky. I don't know where it went to. A race like that, I think they need to watch the full race of the horses up the straight. Don't have the time to go into the sky because they need to see a jockey drop a whip or the fans need to see everything. So
Correct.
the aerial view, they can do that for just the first half a furlong of the race. So when he stepped out now, the thing is, the experience now, I can't lose momentum. I can't lose rhythm. Because if I hesitate and try look on him or react to him, my ass might react to him too.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had to let my ass know we're not staying here, let's go by. And he was responding to the left-hand stick. He did everything I asked him for, and the better horse won that battle on that day.
Yeah, and you know, you're talking about your experience, and I have to ask, in your experience as a jockey, is this the most memorable race that you took part in?
Well, definitely. Yeah, I have other races that I can't forget because every win is special. But this, the prestigious biggest race ever in the Caribbean. It's the biggest race I ever won. So it have to be and as I say, up to today, we're still having fun. So definitely.
Fun can done.
Yeah, fun. So this is definitely.
And when you look back, right, because you've been doing this for how long, Hardball?
From 09.
Yeah, graduated.
A lot of years now.
Yeah, so when you look back, right, are you pleased with the direction that horse racing is going? Because I'm aware that there are a lot of ups and downs when it comes to horse racing. Today you all are going, tomorrow you're coming, a lot of battles that you face. And I'm not only talking about on the track, I'm talking about off the track. Are you pleased in the direction?
Well, I think, I'd say they're trying. I don't know if more can be done, but we have a lot of improvement to make in Jamaica racing, and I hope they're trying enough. We have a lot of improvement to make, but they're trying because an event like this in Jamaica, it's not a normal thing, you know? The purse money running is not normal, and we would have loved if we can get 3 more race days like this for the year. The Guineas, and I'm so lucky with, and the Derby. We also only run one time for his whole career. So we don't mind to get a sponsor can make those races. You know, the purse, the value, everything special like this day.
Yeah, and as you say that, I remember I was on the sidelines with the trainer and their family and everything. And when you won that race for them, of course, the trainer is saying, you know, what a jockey, right? Yeah. How important is it, Robert, that you have a good relationship with your trainer and, of course, the owners of the horses? Because, you know, sometimes people think that a horse racing event is, okay, the trainer is going to get the job done, but they don't recognize, like, all the work that really takes place, the relationship that happens between trainer, jockey, owner, all of that hard work that takes place behind the scenes. Can you tell us a bit about, you know, what really went into this win?
A lot of preparations. The groom Greedy, he did a tremendous work with him, keeping him happy because he's the one who is around him most. The trainer, hats off to Jason Acosta, super trainer. The gate crew, even doing Timol at the start, in the gates, just as the last horse is about to go in the gate, he started getting nervous, bobbing his head. And you don't want the gates to break while he's bobbing his head. And Timol knows him, and he gave him a little tap on his neck and we shout in his ears, and he calmed down just before the gate break. And so it's a teamwork right around, make everything go as it should.
Did you always want to be a jockey? And if you were not a jockey, what would you want to do?
I've always wanted to be a jockey. I know I could. I felt I was talented and I could pass the test. So if you ask a couple friends at St. Catherine High School, they can tell you from grade 7.
Yeah.
I went there, I was like, I'm just chilling with you guys.
You're going to be a jockey?
I'm going to be a jockey.
Really?
Yeah. So,
but did you know you'd be this jockey, like the champion-winning jockey?
I'm a confident person. I believe in myself, so I know I was, you know.
Destined for greatness.
Greatness.
Yeah, as Mariah says that, you've never been a champion jockey, but you've won more classics than almost all of the recent champion jockeys have. So is that something that you feel you need to conquer, becoming the champion rider, or successes like Mouttet Mile are enough for you for now?
Well, somebody said something to me in the winner's enclosure. They wanted to know what they said to me.
Yes.
So the person said, make sure you ride for the championship next year.
Okay, that was a question I was about to ask you, because Liz DaCosta, Jason DaCosta's mom, I saw him hug her and they had a brief exchange in the winner's enclosure. So you're suggesting that that is what she said to you?
Yeah, she hugged me and said, make sure you ride for the championship next year.
And I already gave you the tag, so come on, make it happen.
Yeah, all right. So let's go.
Let's make this happen.
Yes.
It was a great moment for you in the winners' enclosure. Very proud. You looked pretty emotional, and we were all proud of the success that you had on the day because we know you're a top quality rider, Robert. I remember when you were in the USA, you had 2 short seasons at Thistledown, won 48 races in total, and I remember seeing a post with a horse, the owner of a horse that you had ridden and won aboard, and it was a social media post here. Carly Hamill, the owner of the horse. Oh my gosh, Bad Little Beast did it. That's the name of the horse. And what an incredible ride by Robert Halledeen. I'm in awe. Thank you so much for not giving up on him after he kind of blew the turn. What an incredible win for Team Londano and I. This is the first win for us. I'm sure you remember this race. We have the race. We'll show the home stretch in a short while. But this horse gave you a lot of trouble, Robert, coming around the turn, and you had to stick to the job.
Yeah, it was a rough race, a rough trip. He wanted to get out, run very wide, so I had to be doing my best to bring him around as close as possible because that's the shortest route. And we don't have enough hits. So I have to be saving them for that finish.
The whip rule is different in the USA than it is in Jamaica.
Yeah,
You're restricted to a fewer number of strikes with a whip.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, there you are on the outside in the purple silks.
And he still wants to go wide, and I have to be like, stay here. No, the left hand rein keeping him inside and the right hand. And
yeah.
They know I ride very hard and I don't give up, and I know to get stronger and stronger in the finish. So.
Yeah. And the response that the owner had to your victory there suggests, Robert, that although you haven't spent a lot of time in the USA, you made a good impression on some of the owners and the trainers there. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's been a good experience riding overseas. It gives you a different kind of confidence in yourself. You know, no butterflies, ready for the big show.
Yes.
And Thistledown, I think I left the Jamaica flag somewhere up there and my name Halledeen on the wall, so they know who we are.
Yeah. While you were riding at Thistledown, you would have met the top Barbadian rider, Rocco Bowen, really outstanding rider. How much interaction did you have with Rocco? I hear that he's a cool guy.
We have the same agent. We sit side and side.
Okay,
nice.
yes.
And Rocco is a guy that he's like he have Jamaican in him.
Oh, he does?
He's going to just come in the jockey room and say, hey, y'all know what time it is now. This ain't no ramping time. I'm going to get that man of the match. That's him.
Wow.
Yeah, man, he's a very good rider. Rocco Bowen.
Why do I think that the man of the match phrase that you used in the winners' enclosure, which excited Ramarak, by the way,
I was so happy.
had some background to it?
Well, as you know, we're all football people, and you know, at the end of the day, 22 guys start a football game or something like that. It can be up to 30 of them play, but only one get the man of the match.
Yes.
After, right?
Yes.
And since week, you know, Cayman has part building up to a big race. In the morning time, that's where the excitement is, the gimmicks, the laughter, the fun.
I love it.
Everybody has, and they will even tell you that, land, stay home, you know. Don't come this week, you know. So my thought that week was just, as long as the day go, when the day ends, I'm going to get that man of the match. And it not share.
No, just you, and so said, so done.
Yeah, so I'd have
So
to
proud of
remind them,
you.
you know.
Did that have anything to do as well? We know you're a big Lionel Messi fan, with the Vibes Cartel attitude
Song.
as well, man of the match?
Well, let's see, everything at the right time, you know. The song.
Is a hit
everything.
now?
Yeah, definitely. The song definitely bring up the man of the match more. And if whosoever don't know what it is, you want to learn after the song. So.
You like dancehall. I realize that. Massacre, No Little Addy, Vibes Cartel.
It's a culture. Dancehall is a culture.
I love dancehall. Hello.
So dancehall, reggae, it's our culture. Can't hide from it.
Yeah. Robert, it really has been great for the last 10 minutes talking to you on the SportsMax Zone. I've been wanting you to be on the show for well over a year now. I'm happy that you finally made it. A quick comment on Fun Can Dunn's future and the likelihood of this horse as a 4-year-old next year continuing to improve and winning some big ones, probably even retaining the Mouttet Mile next December.
Well, first, we would like to wish he keeps sound and healthy, and then he'll improve if he's sound and healthy, and he should be there next year, definitely. He's real talented.
Yeah, and what about Liz DaCosta's hope? That's Jason DaCosta's mom, that you ride for the championship next year. Can we bet on Robert Hardball Halledeen being 2025 champion jockey?
I told her, okay, so I have to be a man of my word, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ride for it. She said, ride for it, so I'm going to ride for it. I told her, okay, so 2025.
Champion
Look
jockey.
out.
Let's go.
All right, Robert, thank you very much for dropping in on the SportsMax Zone to talk horse racing with us. Again, a brilliant ride there about Fun Can't done at 17-1, scoring an upset victory. Most racing fans, Mariah Ramarak, not among them, because she picked it to win. Didn't think that Fun Can't done would have won the race, but it won, and it had a lot to do with the brilliance of Robert Halledeen in the saddle. We go to break, and we'll be back with more on the SportsMax Zone. Football and cricket, big topics coming up after.